Hi, this is Marli, and I have something exciting to share with you today. It's exciting because it's this blast from the past. So last week, I was watching some clips of Soul Train. Remember that music show from the 60s and 70s? It was the competitor to American Bandstand, which was probably the more popular show, but Soul Train had its soul going on, and so it was my favorite. So it was really fun to go back and see some of these talented musicians like Marvin Gaye and Barry White and some of the old Motown classics. But somebody stood out from the crowd, and that someone was Gladys Knight. Remember Gladys Knight and the Pips? Phenomenal musician with an incredible voice and a long-standing career. And Gladys stood out for a reason, and that reason is she did something different. So the format of Soul Train is the performer performs, and I can't remember if it's before or after, but the audience has a Q&A session. The audience gets to ask the performer their questions. And it was very sweet because there was an innocence to those questions that is far removed from today's exposure to the media. So Gladys took a question or two, and then she turned the tables. She said, I don't want to be interviewed anymore, because there's people here and they have something to say, and I want to know what they think. I want to know what they have to say. So she turned the tables on the host, and he obliged her. And so she had some questions, and here's what she asked. "You, young man, what's your name?" And he said his name, and she said, "What makes you buy a record? Why do you buy a record?" And he thought for a moment, and he said, "Well, first it's the voice. It's the way the voice sounds, and then second it's the music." And so she asked him, "What is it about the voice? Is it the quality of the voice? Is it the lyrics in the song?" She really wanted to know what it was that made him inspired by the music. What made him buy a record? Brilliant question back from the 60s and 70s. So she went on to the next person, and she asked that person, "What do you want when you see a performance? What makes a good performance? What makes a performer stand out?" And she kept asking these questions and drilling down. And I found that to be a brilliant example from the past of marketing research done in a way that was probably ahead of its time. Not sure about that, but it seems to me it was a little bit ahead of its time because nobody else was doing it. So what can you do in your marketing that no one else is doing? How can you stand out from the crowd? Maybe it's by turning things on its head. The host of the show only let her get away with that for 2 or 3 questions before he said, "Well, now, we have to bring it back to the audience." He was really kind of taken aback by her changing his format. And it was a beautiful example of good marketing. So I'd love to see you go out and do some good marketing today. Find out who in your tribe has a problem. What is their problem? What do they need? And how can you craft a solution to deliver it to them? I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be doing more. Take care and have a fantastic day. Thank you.